the fourth and final map of today's iCast, your freaking awesome replay challenge. Let's go, guys. Here we are. The final game for today's iCast, your freaking awesome replays. The challenge is blocked, where players had to block each other's expansions as much as possible. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, in the red, representing HTT, it is Fable. Is that a picture of blue and white striped underwear? Is that not the most fantastic clan logo you guys have ever seen? Fuck yeah. Can someone... What do you think HTT stands for? Hot thong... Toddies? Hot tight teddies? I don't know. But it's fucking badass, whatever it stands for. Hats off to these psychopaths. Up here in the top right-hand side, in the blue, the Zerg player, it is an ecstasy. So, I mean, what is it? You're there, you're on all fours in the rave for some reason. You dropped your wallet. You can't find your wallet, but you do find something. It's small, it's round-shaped, it's on the floor of the rave. It's an ecstasy! And you pop it into your mouth because you're an absolute fucking degenerate. And you're probably gonna die because you don't know what was in that. He is representing Beast Esports. I like that logo as well. It's an angry bull. Very original. Very aggressive, very masculine. I'm down with it. Of course, I think it is an ecstasy who sent us this replay. For whatever reason, guys, apparently people don't know what pylon blocks or engineering bay blocks were with this challenge. Terran and Protoss players were like, how could I possibly block an expansion? And Eon Blue, who sorts the replays for me, said, yeah, he got about 400 Zerg submissions and very few Terran and Protoss ones. So Terran and Protoss players, up your fucking game. Send your replays in for next week. The challenge is... worker slaughter. So send your replays in where it's a bad day to be a worker, get them in, and hopefully I have some fucking amazing games from all races to cast, rather than just zerg like it was this week. Fable's SCV, not having a good time. He's like, fuckity, Zerglings are gonna tear me apart. Meanwhile, he's like, okay, so you're building a big, giant, throbbing hatchery. For some reason, there's a little scorpion boy having a swim around in it. I'm not really sure what that's about. He's chasing his own tail. His tail keeps wiggling. He's like, what's that? What's that in the corner of my eyes? I'm gonna get it. I swear, I've almost got it. It's just out of reach. Oh fuck, I'm a hatchery. Apparently that's what's going on in the brain of the hatchery permanently. I mean, if your only real job is to throb and poop out a lava from one of these tubes once in a while, I guess you don't need to be a real great thinker, do you? We've got a couple of Marines, a Reaper in there, some SCVs down here ready to repair, and Burrow is on the way, as well as an expansion. And Ecstasy here is like, let's go hard or go home. We're going to party all night. It's fucking awesome. It's sick. It's mad. I'm building a fucking tentacle in your base. Oh, look, there's going to be a mini scorpion in there. Oh, look, he's chasing his tail just a little bit slower. He's like, there's me tail, there's me tail. He's just he sounds like a bit of a Gronk, but really he's essentially the same thing as the hatchery. These Zerglings try to run in, they're like, fuck, that's not... Oh God, he's lured him out of the bunker. Fable, an absolute fucking genius, decides to follow the Zerglings. He just got matadored hardcore, man. Haha, those Zerglings running around with red flags, yelling things in Spanish. They're like, "Como están, bitches?" All the Marines were like, hey, you can't say that to me. They decide to hop out of the bunker right as they kill the hatchery, and every single one of them gets surrounded and brutally slaughtered. The Zerglings are like, get fucked, ha ha ha! And suddenly there's a spine crawler and a couple of creep tumors up. Fable's like, holy shit, I'd heard the Zerg were disgusting, but what's that big tentacle dick looking thing over there? I'm not going anywhere near that piece of shit. These Zerglings popping out, they're like, oh, by the way, I'm going to just burrow here, throw some dirt on me back. The Terran, they never finished science school. You'd be in a science vessel if you did that. They don't have them anymore in StarCraft 2. If they put a gun in your hands, let's just say you didn't make it through high school too well. Because, oh, where the fuck did they possibly hide? They basically went in front of me, threw some sand on their backs, and then just sat real still. The Marines are scratching their head. Where the fuck did those Zerglings go? Dunno. I think we need some sort of high-tech fucking visual area scan to reveal them. There's no possible other way we could figure out where the fuck those Zerglings are. So Fable's a little bit fucked right now. He's like, okay, there's a tentacle, there's fucking burrowed Zerglings, I've got creep tumors going everywhere, and Ecstasy's having a laugh. He's like, you know what, I got a roach horn? I've taken a gold base. He's feeling pretty fucking good about how this game's going. Meanwhile, Fable's like, 22 workers on one base. This is not how I wanted this game to go. He's going to build some siege tanks, some marines, and he's going to have the slowest breakout of all time to try and get the fuck out of this base. He is in a bit of a nasty position. Meanwhile, the creep spreading fucking everywhere. And, oh god, he's going to fucking burrow Zerglings on every expansion. So, Terran players, I'm just going to give you some healthy advice for your psychology. I want you to not be too unhappy after the end of today's show. Stop watching. I think now's a good time. Just stop watching. Because I don't think Fable's ever going to get an expansion. I mean, there's getting blocked, and then there's getting completely and utterly cock-blocked to the point of, fuck, I'm going to have nightmares for the rest of my life. I had a date with that really pretty girl, and me fucking mum walked in right when we were getting up close and personal, and now it's just ruined. I'm never going to be able to spend time with this person ever again. Fable is in that position right now. He's awkwardly walking around going, it's okay, this didn't scar me, this didn't scar me, this didn't scar me. There's definitely not fucking giant fucking purple goop everywhere. These Marines basically have Play-Doh stuck all over their shoes. That's what creep is like. The siege tank's like confused about what his job is. He's like, I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna go back. This queen's like, fuck, you found me. I guess that's over. Oh wait, but is it? Is it over? We've still got 3 active tumors on his side of the map, and an Ecstasy's like, haha. By the way, got a cheeky roach counterattack. He thought the Marines were pushing him, didn't realize, no. And finally, Fable actually shuts down one of the Zerg moves. He's like, all right, I'm actually not in a completely terrible position. Oh, wait. An Overlord floats in and starts taking a shit on his natural. Holy crap. Have you guys ever just seen that much Play-Doh fall out of any person's butthole? No, you haven't. That's not a thing that happens in real life. Well, in StarCraft it is. Overlords, there's 2 things they do. They throb, they perv, and they shit. That's about it. They normally sit on pillars and watch the enemy, and they don't really do much about it. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm watching. And they kind of, I don't know, scratch themselves or something. But once in a while, one will come in and land a game-ending shit on the opponent's base. And that was that moment right there. Speaking of taking a shit, that was some corrosive bile, a bit of orange sludge landing on the Marines. Fable's like, god damn, this game's a fucking Terran nightmare. Finally gets a little bit of revenge there. He's like, all right, boys, let's go. Guns out. Needles in the arms, stim packs full ahead. Yeah, get those trigger fingers going, because apparently you need drugs to hold your trigger down faster. You wouldn't just make your gun fully automatic or anything like that, would ya? Of course, Terran's not the brightest bunch. As I said, guys, they didn't graduate from science school. Those guys all died in Brood War, apparently. So we're left with a not quite as intelligent group of Terran soldiers. These ones, though, you know what? They've got balls. They've got they've got the bright ideas, like retreating into corrosive bile. Speaking of which, remember, guys, Fable cleared up all those creep tumors. Surely all this creep should be gone right now, right?
Complete.
Oh no. Oh, I left some active tumors. Fuck. Fable's like, it's okay. Me stim drops are killing your expos. I'm still in this game. This drop, look at it. It's picking up. It's boosting here. It's boosting there. I'm gonna run all over. I'm gonna do all the damage. I gotta drop up here as well. I'm fucking Maru. I'm Maru, mate. Look at me. My APM's on fire. I'm waiting with them now, but it's not because I don't have the APM. It's because I wanted you to put another hatchery down, and guess what? Get fucked. Here we go. Yeah. No, dropped a Marine. It's just a fake. Look, I'm tricking you out, mate. I'm gonna go to your natural now. Haha! Great corrosive bile there, only missing that medevac by about a football field's length. This Ravager gets an award for accuracy because, to be fair, that's better than most Ravager shots aimed at boosting medevacs. These Marines redropping in the main at the same time. They're like, let's fucking do it, yeah! He's trying to be, oh, he's fucking Beyond! Guys, I know the name says Fable, but did you see that? He was picking up the weak Marines. Very worthy use of his APM and skills. Fable's like, fuck yeah, saved 2 Marines that otherwise would have died. He's actually come back out now and he's gone, oh, fuck off. There's more creep. Where did this come from, man? This game's fucking unfair. There's one, he does get the active tumor on the south. There's only one more active tumor left. But Fable's wanting to take his 3rd, and he's realizing just how far that creep is spread. So poor Fable, man, he's not having a good go of it. His 3rd CC's finished down here. What's his upgrades? He's got, oh, Jesus. We've got no upgrades in 2-2 on the way, and Ecstasy's like, I've basically lost like 4 hatcheries and a ton of drones, but I fucked you up so much with your blocks. I've got sick upgrades. I've got some infestors on the way. It's a nice unit to use with burrow. Oh, this Zergling unburrows. That one got scanned along with the creep. Replacement Zergling coming in. He's coming in. He's going to burrow under the base. Fuck yeah, that base is blocked. Meanwhile, in Ecstasy's like, I better distract you by running in and... Oh my god! Throws corrosive bile behind the army. Fable says, oh fuck. I know what I meant to do against corrosive bile. I meant to retreat. Once again, retreats his entire army into corrosive bile. And, oh, Jesus. Apparently, Mike Morheim's watching the show, guys. I don't know if you know. Mike back at home just said, this is a fucking travesty. He just pressed the disconnect button. I'm not allowed on Battle.net anymore. I'm sorry, Mike. I know, I'm not responsible for the level of play coming into these games or the strategies or the amount of swearing on the stream. Really, it's all out of my control, mate. Unfortunately, I have lost me Blizzard services. Oh, there's a Roach there now as well. He's like, I'll back you up, buddy. We've got a Roach and a Zergling. The Marines and tanks coming forward, and oh my god, Fable actually didn't retreat into the corrosive bile. Oh, the Fungals landing all over though, and oh my god, it's a fiery death for these Terran units. Jesus Christ. The upgrade's way better for the Zerg. There's only a couple siege tanks left there. Random infested Terrans being thrown on the ground way far back from the action, and an Ecstasy's gonna pull back for now. We've got a 2 siege tank, 12 marine push, 3 medevacs deep in the red, and Ecstasy's like, can't make me mind up. Do I knock the rocks down? Do I not? Do I try to get you to come through the rocks? I don't know. Meanwhile, Fable's like, get fucked. I'm gonna scan and clear up this Roach with me drills. The SCVs will get their drills out. They're like, yeah, we normally just build shit. Get fucked. The Roach is like, wait, I actually heal while burrowed faster than you dickheads do damage. Oh, by the way, here's 20 Zerglings. Have fun with that. The siege tanks are going to come forward with the Marines. Oh, no. Fable pushing forward. He's like, you've blocked me. You've spread creep. You're killing all the workers on me third. It's my turn to have a piece. And no, he's just panicked. And oh, no, he's going back. He's going to deal with it with the reinforcements. Does he have a scan, though? Does he have... Oh, he's not scanning. Those units are still there and he doesn't know about it. Once again, he's going to be blocked. He's pushing it on the front. Oh my lord, Fungal lands on everything. The brutality. There's just disgusting infections all over this Terran army. This siege tank just waiting for these rocks to collapse. Oh my, a Zergling flank comes in as well as the Roaches from the north. The siege tank's getting shredded and Fable is in big trouble right now. He's like, oh god damn it, this siege tank's not sieged. I'm going to try and siege it up in the back. These Marines stimming forward, they actually hold on, and oh my god, he dodges the second corrosive bile of this game. That is 2 sets of corrosive biles that he hasn't walked into. Fable stepping up the game. He's going full beyond. He clears up his third at the same time. Another Zergling comes in trying to burrow, and Ecstasy really embracing being an absolute... No! Oh my god, the Marines are shooting the rocks. The Zergling comes in, is like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill that SCV, aren't I? If the aim of the game was to just be a cheeky douchebag, I think an Ecstasy's won this one about 6 times over. This game is fucking fantastic. I was hoping for this level of shenaniganery when we played the blocked challenge. There was a few games that were quite good so far, but this one really does take the cake. We've got an Ecstasy just embracing the absolute douchebag mentality. You know, it's not about the most clean winning method. It's about pissing your opponent off until they feel like quitting StarCraft and never playing again. And I gotta say, if I was in Fable's shoes, I'd probably have already punched my monitor in at this point. And Ecstasy really doing the challenge proud right now. Ooh, Fable's gonna do some double drops. He's gonna go back into it. All right. He's still got a shot in this game, guys. His upgrades are way behind, though. 1-1 versus 2-2. That's the big problem right now. He's got to rely on the siege tanks. Marines coming forward, but oh, the Fungal and the Zerglings. Nice pickup, though. Saves those Marines. Only 2 of them do actually die from Fungal in the medevac. And there we go. Going to drop on the douchebag platform. Ooh, but there's infestors there. Dodges the Fungal. And at the same time, he's going to stim it on the south side. Fable here, looking for the damage. He's starting 2-2 upgrades behind this. Fable might actually turn this into a game. He's coming in here. Oh, the Spore and Spine's doing good damage. The Marines trying to take that Spine Crawler to the face, but they do get the hatchery. And are they going to get out in time? The Infestors are almost there. The Medevac's going to escape. Meanwhile, a huge Roach Ravager army ready to attack. But the siege tank count is good. If Fable sieges all of those tanks, these Roaches and Ravagers will get shredded. And oh god, the Infestors with the intercept! The Infested Terrans with their purple fucking laser beams of anti-air death blast down both medevacs. A big win there for an Ecstasy, but he's lost that base. And the base on the north is under assault again. The Double Queen taking some big damage here. No, the Transfuse is good. She pops a band-aid on, and it's almost as effective as, you know when you see a little kid, it cuts itself, it's got that little bit of blood that it sees. Like, it's not hurt at all, but the moment it sees blood, it starts screaming in agony as if it's about to fucking die. Apparently, you put a band-aid on it, it stops screaming. Same thing works with queens, apparently. They're a bunch of fucking babies. If you just put a band-aid on it, they're magically at full hit points. So, not too bad there. Of course, an Ecstasy deciding to walk into siege tanks and get absolutely massacred did knock the siege tank count down a little. So it wasn't the worst thing, but it wasn't great. Zergling counter coming in. Oh no, siege tanks in the open. The Marines trying to save them. They are going to save 2 of those siege tanks, only 1 going down. But this is a scary moment for Fable. 2-2's finally going to be kicking in soon, but 3-3 is already done. These Marines and Marauders not doing that much damage. And there's a douchebag cavern on the way as well. The Zerg douchebag unit, which every Terran hates. The Ultralisk cavern. Spines on the north. A 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th, all on the way at the same time, because an Ecstasy is just incapable of defending any of his bases in this game. He's got 3-3. Oh god, Infestor's out there, but he doesn't have vision over the grass. He couldn't land the money fungal that he wanted to there. Marine's going to come forward, siege tank's going to come forward, and uh-oh, an Ecstasy might lose this gold base. Maybe should back off. Zerglings here. Oh, Burrow Zerglings blocking another command center. Holy shit, an Ecstasy has been so true to the challenge this game. Has been absolutely killing it. And this slow push from Fable going to start to work its way in. Marines stimming forward. Zerglings are going to intercept the reinforcements there. Roaches and Ravagers coming in the front. The Corrosive Bile lands. That siege tank goes down. The other one goes down. And oh my god, the fungal! Holy shit! Oh my god. I may have just popped a little bit of a stiffy, guys. Holy shit. My Zerg brain just got a little bit of pleasure from that one. Oh god. All the Terran tears, please share them in chat, because I gotta say the Terran part of my brain simultaneously died in agony watching that engagement go down. Oh, the fungal growth was about as brutal as it could be. We've now got the Zerglings breaking down the rocks. Fable cannot get a 4th base up for the life of him. There's burrowed Zerglings literally fucking everywhere. And Fable's just like, what do I even do, mate? You're hiding underground everywhere. You're being a cheeky douchebag. You've got fungal growth. You've got 47 Ravagers. And, I mean, I figured out that apparently you're not meant to walk into Corrosive Bile, but it still seems pretty fucking good as a spell. It's not bad. It makes me dodge. It makes me micro. That shit is not what I'm kind of out for. I just want to make me siege tank push and win the video game. But you're being a nasty dickhead. Another burrowed cheeky Ling here comes in. He's like, ooh, I can see them, guys. He transmits using his little walkie-talkie underground. He's like, don't worry, they're here, guys. They're all sieged. Meanwhile, an Ecstasy's like, I got the message loud and clear, dude. He's going to try and attack through the natural to take advantage of those tanks being way out of position. Another siege tank does try to siege on the rally. He's going to need to raise these depots if he wants any chance to hold on here. Ooh, they are going to get up in time. But at the same time, on the front, a rando Ultralisk decides to go in and die, as will another one. Okay, that's not going to achieve shit. But an Ecstasy is breaking through. That siege tank goes down. There's not enough Marines and Marauders. Fable's still just camping at the front, and oh, fuck me, that's a lot of Zerglings. You know, there's those moments where you're like, I think maybe he could hang on, just maybe. I mean, he's got a nice counter drop. He's damaging the economy. That's 47 Ravagers and 47 Zerglings. That's the magic count. It's that one 18 minute 47 Ravager, 47 Zergling timing. That one all-in, which Chavillo's always complaining about. Shit. An Ecstasy is doing the damage right now. I mean, the SCVs get a nice little wrap around. The Marines gun down a few of them, but it's still 2-2 versus 3-3. An Ecstasy rolling over it. I mean, these Marines doing a fucking good job of it. And he's going to go for a desperate counterattack. Fable here has lost pretty much all the mining. The Roaches have breached the production facilities, and this is the point. Every Terran knows they're pretty much fucked. They've got to get it done with whatever's on the map. He's going to come in. He's going to take out the gold base, sieging up those tanks for what it's worth. His command center's trying to find somewhere to land, but there's burrowed Zerglings everywhere. That's the closest to an expansion he can possibly get. There's even Overlords taking dumps. These Roaches and Ravagers decide to go on a bit of a move command, take a little bit of damage there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. This siege tank's like, yeah, maybe I can. Oh yeah, why not? Let's fucking go. And he manages to damage a Roach before he falls. not really the most effective. Fable's gonna just raise up his production. Blinding Cloud lands all over the siege tanks, and these Zerglings jump on top. They're +0 Zerglings. They do literally no damage to these +2 armor Marines being healed by the medevacs, but there's just too many of them. Eventually the medevacs will run out of energy. The Marine drop in the back, facing off against the Queens. They're like, it's okay, we've got unlimited band-aids. No need to cry, sister. They're just kind of slapping them on each other's backs while they take that fight. And it looks like Fable here, pretty happy with how this game has gone, has decided, you know what? You fought well, you used a creative strategy. I'm gonna bow out. I was being sarcastic. I was floating his buildings. I thought he was going to stay in the game for another 12 minutes, actually, and try to hide, being a bit, I believe salty is the word we're looking for about how that game went. But hats off to an Ecstasy for being an absolute maniac. Goes full-on psychopath mode, decides, yeah, let's just proxy hatch, let's build spines, let's spread creep from it, let's burrow Zerglings, let's poop creep with an Overlord. And still, my favorite move throughout that game was right when he thought he'd retaken his natural, and that fucking ninja Overlord flew in and just started taking a shit. That was perhaps the funniest thing I've seen in a while. So let's go back and actually take a look at this guy's journey. You can see this Overlord, he was chilling at the 3rd, the creep started getting cleared up, and he said, you know what? I have a mission. And he was like, thump, 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 thump. He's like, man, I've been holding it in for days. Oh! Takes his shit all over that expansion right as the orbital gets there to land. And the Marines didn't even realize for a little bit. They take a few seconds to get rid of it. Delays the command center by another minute. Absolutely brilliant move. The Marines got distracted a few times as well by the units. He then picks up his Marines, boosts across the map. Meanwhile, this Overlord is just fucking like, dude, I don't even think it's gonna stop. Dude, my God, it just keeps coming out. Apparently I'm a Play-Doh fucking machine right here. He just, he's like, Jesus. At this point, it must be me organs pooping out on the ground there or something. And that command center gets delayed to like 8 minutes. GG, well played. And Ecstasy, massive props for that replay, dude. Amazing. GG, well played, friend. Disc with the 35 viewer host. Thank you very much.